Welcome back to MotoringBox. I'm Sean and I am a Ford, and in particular a Falcon and Territory Tragic. I love these vehicles, but they are not without their faults and common issues which can be very frustrating when you own one of these things. And if I'm going to talk about one in particular in this video, it is the ICC, or the Interior Command Center. In layman's terms, the screen and the modules in the center of the dashboard. When you're talking about the B series, the BA Falcon, the BF, the SX, the SY Territory, in particular they have problems with the screen basically blowing out and bubbling and just succumbing a slow death to the Australian sun. Those screens can easily be replaced with a replacement LCD panel from Alibaba, which I've actually done, and if you want a video about that, let me know in the comments below because maybe we can talk about it. But in this video, we're going to be talking about an issue which can happen to FG, FGX Falcons and also SZ Territories. So what happens to these screens? Well, I'm not an expert, right? But from what I've learnt over the past couple of weeks is there are memory modules that sit within the screen panel itself which can become corrupted. So the data on them is corrupted, and there are one or more of these modules which can fail over time and just mean that the screen totally bricks itself. So Chris, who runs a company in Melbourne, who I'll link in the video description below, can actually take your screen, you send it to him, and he can review it and see whether it can actually be repaired and saved. And if it can't, he will supply you with one from another vehicle, which is already fixed and saved and ready to go. Programmed to your VIN, which is an important step apparently. So I sent my screen to him, yeah, mine couldn't be saved. So he supplied me one secondhand, which is fixed, ready to go, to be installed into this vehicle. So let me show you. I didn't film the disassembly, but have a look at this clip right now where I'm going to reverse what I'm about to do to show you how to pull your screen out. Start by taking out the two screws from the cup holder, unclip it and move it out of the way. From here the shifter surround simply unclips, and so does the storage cubby, which also needs its wiring unplugged. The ICC is held in by 4 bolts at the bottom and an additional 6 at the top. With the 2 plugs at the top disconnected, the ICC unit simply pulls out. So now that your screen is out, send it off to someone like Chris. Look it up on Google. There are multiple companies who offer this service. They will repair your screen, send it back to you, which is where we are now, to go back into the center stack. So look, this has been a real pain. I'm not going to mince my words. There are multiple things about the Territory, this particular one, the SZ, which does scare me, which is why as soon as this is fixed, I'm going to be selling it. It is an awesome car in its current form, but I just can do without the headache moving forward. So let's get this fixed and let's get this thing on the market. You're watching MotoringBox, proudly supported by Century Batteries. So here we have a look at the remanufactured screen, and from the outside it looks identical to the one that I supplied. Firstly, we need to reconnect the electrical connector to the back of the screen, slot it into the top of the ICC, and you need to line up all 4 screw holes until it clips into place. Put the 4 screws in and then spin the ICC onto its side so we can put on the first of the side panels. These attach using 4 screws on each side, so do them up nice and tight so the ICC is totally rigid. And that's it, this ICC is ready to go back into the Territory. Now installing this thing is the exact reverse of what we just went through, so we need to make sure the main connector here is pulled out and is sitting nice and straight. Push the ICC into place until it clicks in. From there we can reconnect the 2 connectors here at the top of the screen and then start putting in the bolts. Now with the bottom bolts, the longer ones go sideways on each side, and then the 2 shorter ones go straight into the back. With the top bolts, make sure you pay attention when you have pulled them out so that you put the correct ones back into their spot. And before we clip this cubby into place, we need to reconnect the cigarette lighter and then pop the thing in. From there, the shifter surround can clip back into place, and then we can lower the cup holder module into its location, clip it in, and reinstall the 2 screws. Drop the rubber covers back into place and you're done. Turning the key to accessories, the ICC should fire up. And thankfully it does. So this thing looks like it's working properly. We can test some of the air conditioning features by starting the engine, changing the temperature, increasing the fan speed, making sure everything is working and displaying exactly as it should. And that's really all there is to it. Luckily, taking out the ICC, replacing the screen and putting back in again in an FG or SZ territory like this is actually pretty simple. There's only a couple of bolts, couple of screws, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward. But yes, this has fixed the screen. It turns off perfectly with the ignition. Can't see any more problems with it. And the thing is with these screens, from what I've been able to work out, is they seem to have a life of around 6 or 7 years. And in fact, the screen which I took out, which had the lines on it, had a sticker that said remanufactured in 2020. So this is a 2013 car, which means it was about 7 years old when it had its first problem. And then 2020 to 2026, again, it was around 6 or 7 years. So it is a little bit ominous with this remanufactured screen that I've got now. Is the timer ticking down again? Is it gonna be, 2031, 2032 when it goes wrong again? I don't know. And hopefully I don't need to find out because I'm going to be selling this car in the near future. Don't really have a need for it. I have an E51 Elgrand now that I'm rocking every day. And yeah, this can move on to a new home. I've had a lot of fun with this car. It's been a really good family vehicle, but I have transitioned to a van man now, or a dad, driving a dad van, I guess you call it. So territory's gonna go. So if you enjoyed this video, drop me a comment, throw me a like, and subscribe to the channel because there's plenty of Ford content coming up. Not on this car, but I own plenty of others. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time.